Hey, what's going on? It's F here, back with another video. Today we're going to be discussing my beef with CBS Sports and ESPN, so let's get right into it. So our story begins on June 23rd, 2019. That evening of the 23rd, I posted just another fact like every other day. Fact 1690, Joe Thomas has never won a Week 1 game. So I went to sleep, and I woke up with flooded DMs. I had hundreds of DMs. And I'm not on Twitter, so people were sending me these screenshots of tweets of the fact that I had posted. It was blowing up on Twitter. But of course, the most important tweet was from Rafael Hernandez Brito, who is a Cleveland sports commentator. So Rafael says, "Hey, at Joe Thomas 73, I'm just fact checking here. But if it's true, I'm demanding that hashtag win week 1 for Joe starts trending right now. Come on, Browns fans." To which Joe Thomas sees this tweet, and he replies, "Didn't win many of the other weeks either." So every single one of my followers was sending me this tweet exchange. But do you know what I didn't see on Twitter? A single mention of my Instagram. Honestly, at first, I really wasn't mad because it's true, I'm not on Twitter, and I thought that, it was cool that Joe Thomas had reposted my thing and he replied, and so I thought that was cool or whatever. Then I'm scrolling through my feed, and I see this. CBS Sports thought this was funny enough to post on their Instagram. But what I don't see now on my platform is a mention, even though my watermark and my post is literally in the middle of their post. It's just right there. So now my issue was that it was brought to my platform and I wasn't getting credit for this, so I was kind of pissed. So of course, what's the super mature thing I choose to do? I tell my followers to go raid their comment section. So then, at this point, I had decided if I was given credit originally, it would have somewhat benefited me. So looking back at this now, it's really dumb and petty and unprofessional and all that. But I made a Twitter just for this. Keep that in mind. So here's what I tweeted. This is so stupid looking back. "Hello, Rafa. I am currently angry at you for taking away benefits from my media. You posted a fact of mine and I received no credit. Due to you not giving credit, I was unable to receive proper benefits from reposts from Joe Thomas and CBS Sports. I am livid." Was that a bit extra? Probably, but I don't know why I felt the need to do it. So honestly, in hindsight, it was just so petty and stupid, and I didn't need to do it, right? But then he responded, and he said, "Didn't know you existed on Twitter, but I did say I was just checking the fact." And then he tweets again and says, "As a matter of fact, you don't exist on Twitter," because it was true, because I just created this account. So he goes, "Come on, man. If you're going to complain, have an active account." And then he tweets again with a third tweet. He says, "Dude, you opened the account after the fact. How am I supposed to give you credit? Maybe you should use watermarks on your pics or be active on both platforms." So I was like, actually, there's my watermark right in the middle of your post. So at this point, I don't know how my followers found this, but on Twitter, one of my followers saw it, and he was like, "His watermark is right in the middle of your post. Maybe you should open your eyes." And I was like, didn't know my followers were going to get into this. So then Rafa tweets, and he says, "I tried to look him up on Twitter, and he didn't exist. He just opened the account after the fact. And it now turns out that there is a watermark on the pic." So this is the good part. It's not a good story without a plot twist, right? So he tweets again, and he says, "Dude, I follow you on Instagram and was going to repost there, but Joe does not have Instagram, so my joke would have gone nowhere." Which is completely fair. That's true. I mean, if you're looking back at it, it makes so much sense. So I don't know why I'm pissed and livid at the time. Anyway, so then he says, "I tried looking you up on Twitter, and NFL Fun Facts is nowhere to be found," which was true. "Trust me, if I had used your post, I would have quoted you." So, I mean, I was kind of shook at this point. And so I checked, and sure as hell, I was like, he is following my account. And not only that, but he had been following me for months at this time. So at this point, I felt bad because it honestly wasn't his fault. So I apologized. And honestly, I did it again recently. A couple weeks ago, I actually went back and apologized again in production of this video because I really felt bad because it's really not his fault and I was attacking him for no reason that day. So we're cool now. That's it. I'm just kidding, the story's not over. So after all this happened, people started sending me posts on Instagram, right? So I'm checking my DMs because my followers are going off this day for some reason. Shout out to my fan base, pretty loyal. So anyway, after this happened, people start sending me posts on Instagram, right? Because you know how you can send posts through Instagram. So I'm clicking on them and it's post unavailable. So I was like, okay, whatever everyone keeps sending me is getting deleted. So I tell them, I'm like, okay, either you guys sent me something that's deleted or it's the NFL because I have them blocked. But people are like, no, it's neither of those things. And so then I was like, well, what are you guys sending me that's not showing up? So then they sent me screenshots of the post. And now ESPN NFL had taken this, but of course they changed it to the point where they changed it a lot and my post wasn't even seen at this, so like honestly I can do nothing at this point. But here's the crazy part, right? ESPN NFL blocked me right before they posted it. So do you think they saw what happened to CBS Sports where I flooded their comment section, or was it just a coincidence? That's for you to decide. I guess we'll never know the answer to that one, but the comments were the exact same thing times 100. There was like 1,000 comments that were tagging me. Lots of other meme pages also posted this, and it was low-key like a big thing in the NFL community, so some of you probably already know this story. It was kind of a deal. It was a relevant thing for like a week. Anyway, so that's the story of my beef with CBS, Rafa, and ESPN. I hope you guys enjoyed that little tale. I'd like to thank you all for watching. I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one.